It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Titans' sure-handed wide receiver. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Titans and the Jets on Sunday night.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we get a great Sunday night matchup in town, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 50 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And now as we get toward the home stretch here in the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one. Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on handling it, focus on guys getting ready to play even if they're not starters, those are the ones that weather the storm.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling.
Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play. Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Let's go now.
Off the bootleg, Hunter. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Knowles, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You talk about this Titan defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row, and I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out come the Jets. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hunter. Pressure comes and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Up the middle they go. Knowles. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Jets, nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hunter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Check. Unlock line.
Back to throw. Hunter. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans now just about ready to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Off the play fake. Howard, he's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be correct. Right around the 40-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Reese. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off play action. Howard. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Howard. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Off play action. Howard. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw is Howard. Off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
At the 5-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go, boy. Let's play. Let's play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here is 3rd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 4th down.
We got this. Right, it's good. Fine, fella.
Here we go. It's all what you're working with.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 43. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Howard. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
19 Tiger.
Howard now looking to throw on second down. And this one's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you can.
Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Hunter, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Teague, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Howard going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 154 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to him on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jets 3.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hunter. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Hunter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Time for the Titans. 58 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans extend their lead yet again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jets 3.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Knowles. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Reese, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 164 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Second down and a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Reese. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Howard on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Hunter. And a quick throw here that's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hunter. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Off the play fake. Hunter. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Pretty move. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
At the Titans' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to be the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Rees, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now Howard to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Titans stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st down, Hunter. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hunter. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And got his man complete. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Reese. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 181 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down. Hunter got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Howard looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And the Jets set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder when the